We're trading our life for our goals. Literally trading our life. Would you trade your life for a car?
Humans are built to serve. You want to help people. It's hardwired into us.
What is it that gets you so fired up you can't think about anything else? What is it just that you just say, this is me?
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you as well. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Bob Proctor. Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
I was reminded this morning of a question I'm often asked. How do you eliminate fear from your life? I have worked all over the world. I mean, all over Asia, China, South America, North America, Europe. And I'm always asking people, what do you really want? And I have found most people don't want to be really wealthy. What they do want is they don't want to have any financial concerns. If they want to buy a new suit, they can go and get one. If they want to take a trip, they can take the trip. If they want a new car, they can get the new car. They don't want to just run out and spend or buy. They don't want to have any financial concerns. 2, they want to wake up in the morning excited about how they're going to spend their day. Oof. And the 3rd, they want to mix with people who are upbeat and creatively productive. Those are the 3 things that people really want. So in answer to your question, if somebody's watching, what's the first thing they should do? Well, the first thing they should do is understand why we have goals. Not just to set a goal, because most people don't set goals right. They're operating with a limited level of consciousness, so they're thinking, if I could get a little more money, and if I could get him to help me and her to help me and this happened, then I could do this. Maybe this is get a new car. What we've got to understand is we're trading our life for our goals. Literally trading our life. Would you trade your life for a car or a house? I don't think so. So it's got to be something really meaningful. And we're not taught to think this way. We should sit down and don't give any thought to where the money's going to come from, where the help's going to come from. It's what do you really want? Like Ed Hillary was a beekeeper in Auckland.
That story.
He wanted to climb Mount Everest. It had never been done. People died trying to do it. He went in 51 and failed. He went back in 52 and failed. In 1953, he stood on top of the mountain with Tenzing Norgay. But he didn't know how to get there until after he had got there. Edison didn't know how to illuminate the world until after he had done it. The Wright brothers were bicycle mechanics in Dayton, Ohio. No one believed you could fly. They had been trying it for years.
But they saw it.
But they wanted to do it. They didn't know how, and they couldn't tell you until after they had done it. Now, the first flight only lasted 12 seconds. And the naysayer said, yeah, but they only were up there for 12 seconds. They said, we not only got up there, we kept the damn thing up there for 12 seconds. So when a person sets a goal, they've got to say, what could I want? If I just let my mind just wander, use my imagination, how do I really want to live? That's what they should be doing.
Humans are built to serve. You want to help people. It's hardwired into us. Serving other people touches the same part of our brain as eating food and having sex. You need it. But how do you serve? What is your purpose? How do you find your passion? I'm going to answer that in this video. So earlier this year, I went across 90 days, 23 cities across the US on a tour, speaking tour. And in my head, my plan was to talk about how to overcome judgment, how to take the 2% difference and just start acting on your ideas. And I had this template for what I wanted to talk about. And as I started getting more questions, the single thing that came up over and over and over again from 23 different cities across the entire country, from Pittsburgh to San Diego and back, was how do I find my purpose? What's my passion? What am I supposed to be doing? And in every single city, I had to walk people through this process. And because it became so important, I started to write a book on it, because I basically went through interventions with people where I had them stand up and had them go through a 3-step process that I'm gonna walk you through in this video in a minute. And they got a result. And suddenly, after years or decades of no clarity, they had clarity on what they should be doing and what their purpose was, what their passion was, and what their path forward was. So this is the foundation for my new book that's coming out, Built to Serve. If you want to be one of the first to pre-order it and get access to me every week in a Facebook Live group, check out evancarmichael.com/insiders. Be the first one on there. But otherwise, you can wait until 2020 for the book to come out. And there's a 3-step process that I go through. And so let's do it right now. You can get some value from it. Step 1 is who, step 2 is why, and step 3 is how. So let's start with step 1. It's your who. It's your most important core value. Humans are built off of core values, and there's one that's more important than all the others. If you had to decide what is your single most important core value, what is it? You may not know exactly, but you're gonna get pretty close. Just go down this thought exercise for now. What is one important core value that you hold? That if people around you were the opposite of it, it would be toxic to you. It's important to figure out, because when people don't know what their most important core value is, you get pulled into a whole bunch of different directions. You get pulled to follow somebody else's purpose, somebody else's mission, and settle for it. But what you're settling for is crumbs. It's crumbs of purpose, because it's their purpose that you're just kind of helping instead of you actually living your purpose. It makes a massive difference. It starts with what is your single most important core value. And you can look at that by what are all the things that have made you come alive in the past, the people you love, the relationship that worked out, the thing you learned from your teachers the most, why you love those people so much is a common thread. And when you figure that out, it allows you to build a better life and business going forward with intention around your most important core value and bringing people alongside your mission to support you. So you're working with the people who are like-minded instead of having a random assortment of people who might have great skills but different values, and it doesn't work out. Step 2 is your why. This is your purpose. Your purpose comes from your pain. Your purpose comes from your pain. Think about the most painful moment you had growing up in your past. It doesn't have to be from 8 years old. Maybe it was something that happened 2 years ago. But the most painful moment in your life, what was it? Where you felt not physical pain, but emotional pain. That you felt worthless as a human being. When did you feel the most worthless as a human being? That moment. Helping other people is built into you, right? Humans are built to serve. But helping people who are exactly like that will be the people that you love helping for the rest of your life. Because whether that was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, let's just say it was 5 years ago for this example, the person who you were 5 years ago, you've grown a lot since then. You may not be out of the woods. You may not have figured it all out. You're still on your journey. You're still learning and growing, and you never want to stop learning and growing. But you're way better than you used to be. You're way better than you were 5 years ago. Now, there's a lot of people who are exactly who you used to be 5 years ago, and they're struggling, and they need help, and they need guidance, and they're afraid, and they don't know what to do. You can help them. Just like the version of you right now could go back 5 years and help the person who you used to be, there are a lot of people who are what you used to be. They currently are what you used to be. You can help them. And helping them, it's not just a matter of you can. It'll fill you up. It'll never get old for the rest of your life. Your purpose comes from your pain. And then step 3 is your how. This is your passion. So how did you get out of it? How did you solve the problem? Again, you might not be totally out of the woods. You're still learning and growing. Amazing. But you've learned a lot since the person you were 5 years ago. How did you get out of it? What did you do? Was it watching YouTube videos? Was it meditation? Was it getting in shape, eating better food? What was it? What did you do? What did you do to save yourself? That was not a random occurrence. That was not something that can just work for you. That's a recipe that you can apply to help other people as well. The path that you took to get out, or at least get a little bit better than where you used to be, is something that is teachable that you can help other people with as well, and give them hope, and give them momentum, and give them confidence. And again, that will fill you up for the rest of your life. So that's the who, why, how process. I'm going to detail it in my book, Built to Serve, but that's a taste and hopefully gives you some value and some perspective for you today. Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is your why? Let me know, put it down in the comments below. And if you like this video and you promise to take some action after watching it, we don't just watch YouTube videos here, we act on them. Give me a hashtag believe in the comments to cement that promise to yourself, and then go do.
When I talk to entrepreneurs, you have to make a decision what's important to you. Time to go out and do whatever, be whoever you are, help whoever you want to help, raise your family, whatever it is, or do you want to create a world-class company? What is your goal? And you have to understand your goals, and there should always be a price. You know, if it is about selling at some point, what's the price? I just had conversations with two of my companies today. Like, you always have to have a price in mind, and then you put that price out there because someone might say yes.
So always be open to it.
Well, just always know why you're there.
Right.
What is it that causes you to work 24 hours a day? What is it that causes you to dream about this company? What is it that gets you so fired up you can't think about anything else? What is it just that you just say, this is me, right? I am, what is it that drives you? And if you understand that, then deciding to sell or not to sell is easy.
If you want to know what successful people think about how to find your passion, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Finding your passion.
You're going to find your passion.
Here's how you develop a passion.